In this lecture, consider one example on circular convolution. Determine the 4-point circular convolution of the sequences x1 of n is equal to cos 2 pi n by n and x2 of n is sin 2 pi n by n, where n varies from 0 to 3 using the time domain formula. So here capital N is equal to 4. We are supposed to find the circular convolution between x1 of n and x2 of n, that is here n is equal to 4. So here x1 of n and x2 of n is given in terms of cos and sin function. First we'll try to get the sequence of x1 of n and x2 of n by substituting different values of n. That is, let this be cos 2 pi by 4 sin 2 pi by 4. Now for n equal to 0, so 2 pi n by 4, this is 2 pi n by 4. For n equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. For n equal to 1, that is sin 2 pi by 4, that is nothing but cos pi by 4, pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0, sin by pi by 2 is 1. For n is equal to 2, we have 4 pi by 4, 4 will get cancelled, cos pi, that is minus 1, sin pi is 0. Similarly, for n equal to 3, we have 6 pi by 4, that is cos 6 pi by 4, it gives 0, sin will give 1. Therefore, x1 of n is equal to 1, 0, minus 1, 0, whereas x2 of n is equal to 0, 1, 0, 1. So this is at n equal to 0, this is at n equal to 0, therefore I can write x1 of 0 is equal to 1, x1 of 1 is equal to 0, x1 of 2 is minus 1, and x1 of 3 is 0. Similarly, x2 of 0 is 0, x2 of 1 is 1, x2 of 2 is 0, and x2 of 3 is 1. Now we'll try to perform the circular convolution between x1 of n and x2 of n using time domain formula. That is, y of n is equal to x1 of n, x2 of n in time domain formula is given by summation m equal to 0 to n minus 1, that is 3, x1 of n, x2 of n minus m 4. So now we'll consider n equal to 0, we'll call it as equation 1. Now substitute n equal to 0 in equation 1. I can write y of 0 is equal to summation m equal to 0 to 3, x1 of m, x2 of, here n is 0, that is 0 minus m, that is minus m of 4. So expanding this summation, I can write y of 0 is equal to x1 of 0 into x2 of 0 plus, by substituting m equal to 1, that is x1 of 1 dot x2 of minus 1 plus, for m equal to 2, x1 of 2, x2 of minus 2 plus x1 of 3, x2 of minus 3. So simplifying this, I'll get y of 0 is equal to x1 of 0 into x2 of 0 plus x1 of 1, x2 of minus 1 is nothing but x2 of 4 minus 1, that is we know that x of minus n of n is equal to x of n minus n. Therefore, I can represent it as x2 of 4 minus 1 is 3 plus x1 of 2, x2 of 4 minus 2 is 2 plus x1 of 3, x2 of 4 minus 3 is 1. Therefore, y of 0 is equal to, substituting the values of x1 of 0 and x2 of 0, that is x1 of 0 is 1 into x2 of 0 is 0 plus x1 of 1 is 0 into 1, x2 of 3 is 0 it is, plus x1 of 2 is minus 1, x2 of 2 is 0 plus x1 of 3 is 0 into x2 of 1 is 1. Therefore, y of 0 is 0. Now, for n equal to 1, I can represent it as y of 1 is equal to summation m equal to 0 to 3 x1 of m, x2 of, that is here we are taking n equal to 1, that is 1 minus m of 4. So simplifying this, y of 1 is equal to, expanding this summation, I can write x1 of 0 into x2 of 1 minus 0, that is 1 plus x1 of 1 into x2 of, it is 0 plus x1 of 2 into x2 of 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus m equal to 3, that is x1 of 3, x2 of 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So here whenever we get minus value, we supposed to write it as 4 with double bracket. When we get positive value, we are supposed to write it directly. So here I can simplify further, x1 of 0, x2 of 1 plus x1 of 1, this is x2 of 0 plus x1 of 2, this is x2 of 4 minus 1, that is x2 of 3 plus x1 of 3, x2 of 2. So simplifying this, y of 1 is equal to, x1 of 0 is 1 into x2 of 1 is 1 plus x1 of 1 is 0, x2 of 0 is 0 plus x1 of 2 is minus 1, x2 of 3 is minus 1 plus x1 of 3 is 0 into x2 of 2 is 0. So simplifying this, y of 1 is equal to 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0, which is equal to 2. So y of 1 is 2. For n equal to 3, equation 1 can be written as, now for n equal to 2, equation 1 can be written as y of 2 is equal to summation m equal to 0 to 3 x1 of m, x2 of 2 minus m. So expanding this summation, I can write it as, for different values of m, that is x1 of 0, x2 of 2. So here we got positive value, so we're supposed to put only one bracket, plus for m equal to 1, that is x1 of 1, x2 of 2 minus 1 is 1 plus x1 of 2, x2 of 0 plus x1 of 3, x2 of minus 1. Simplifying this, x1 of 0. So I'll directly substitute the values here. x1 of 0 is 1 into x2 of 2 is 0 plus x1 of 1 is 0 into x2 of 1 is 1 plus x1 of 2 is minus 1 into x2 of 0 is 0 plus x1 of 3 is 0 into x2 of 4 minus 1, that is x2 of 3 is minus 1, that is nothing but 1 plus 1, that is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Therefore y of 2 is equal to 0. So now for n equal to 3, the equation can be written as y of 3 is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to 3, this is m, x1 of m, x2 of n minus m, n is 3 minus m 4, simplifying this, x1 of 0, x2 of 3 plus x1 of 1, x2 of 2 plus x1 of 2, x2 of 1 plus x1 of 3, x2 of 0. So simplifying, substituting the values, x1 of 0 is 1 into x2 of 3 is minus 1 plus x1 of 1 is 0 into x2 of 2 is 0 plus x1 of 2 is minus 1 into x2 of 1 is plus 1 plus x1 of 3 is 0 into x2 of 0 is 0. Simplifying this, minus 1 plus 0 minus 1 plus 0, that is y of 3 is equal to minus 2. Therefore y of n is equal to x1 of n circular convolution with x2 of n is equal to, the result is 0, 2, 0 and minus 2. So this is the circular convolution between these two sequences using time domain formula. This problem can be solved in another. Here I will show that. So this is x1 of n sequence and this is x2 of n sequence. The circular convolution between x1 of n and x2 of n, that is x1 of n, x2 of n is equal to summation m equal to 0 to n minus 1, x1 of m, x2 of n minus m. So in this method now I will show the value of n, x1 of n and x2 of n minus m and y of n in table. That is, the first column is say n, second column is say x1 of m, and third column is say x2 of n minus m, and the fourth column is say y. So as we know, the value of n varies from 0 to 3, that is for n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So here x1 of m is nothing but x1 of n sequence itself. We'll write x1 of n sequence same as x1 of n, that is 1, 0, minus 1, 0. For all n equal to 0, for all values of n, it's supposed to be same, that is 1, 0, minus 1, 0, that is x1 of n is constant, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, minus 1 and 0. I will try to represent this x2 of n on a circle such that this is circle. Assume that this is for n equal to 0, this is for 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So if I represent these values in anti-clockwise direction, that is, say this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, and this is -1. So this is x2 of m. That is, I have represented in anti-clockwise direction, that is like this. So x2 of minus m is nothing but representing the same values in clockwise direction with the same indexes. That is, we supposed to represent this x2 of n. That is, I will draw the same circle. The index values are same. That is, this is 0, say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now I will represent these values in clockwise direction. This is anti-clockwise direction. Now I will represent in clockwise direction as 0, the next value is 1, next value is 0, next value is -1. So representing this is nothing but x2 of minus m, that is circular shift. This is nothing but x2 of minus m. So here I can write it as, for 0 it is 0, for 1 it is -1. Now while writing, is supposed to follow the index 0, 1, 2, 3. That is 0 and it is 1. Put the bracket here. So now for n equal to 1, this value will be x2 of 1 minus m, circularly shifted by 4. It means that when we write x2 of 1 minus m is nothing but x2 of minus m sequence shifted by 1 unit towards right. So if I shift this towards right, means this sample will occupy here and these all samples will forwarded by shifted by 1 unit towards right, so that I can represent it as this sample will represented here and this will be shifted 1, 0, -1, and this will be 0. So now for n equal to 2, it will be x2 of 2 minus m. It means that shift this sequence by 2 unit or shift this sequence by 1 unit again towards right. If I shift this towards right, this sample will come first, that is 0. This will be shifted, this will be shifted, and this will be shifted. Now similarly, for x2 of 3 minus m, again this will be shifted by 1 unit towards right. So this -1 will come first. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 0. Now to get the value of y, we supposed to multiply the corresponding values. That is, this value is multiplied with this, that is 1 into 0 is 0, plus second value is multiplied with second value, that is 0 minus 1 is 0. Similarly, third value with third value, that is 0, plus 0 into 1 is 0. Similarly, for second row, that is 1 into 1 is 1, plus 0 into 0 is 0, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1, 0 into 0 is 0. Similarly, for n equal to 2, it is 1 into 0, that is 0, plus 0 into 1 is 0, minus 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0. Similarly, here 1 into -1 is -1, it is 0, then we have -1, then we have 0. Therefore, we can write is equal to 0 is equal to 2 is equal to 0 is equal to -2. Therefore, y of n is equal to 0, 2, 0, -2. So this is the circular convolution between two sequences x1 of n and x2 of n using time domain. Here we can observe that we got the same result, that is 0 to 0 minus 2. Here also we got 0 to 0 minus 2. So this is alternate method. Both methods are fine. Thank you for watching.